Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 6 o'clock. It's time for a Magic Live. Today I'm going to be doing a routine called Pseudo Shuffle. So this is kind of a pseudo hypnosis type presentation. You can also do a time traveling presentation with it. But I've always used this as a pseudo hypnosis type presentation. And in essence, it's a really cool kind of triumph type routine with a regular deck of cards. And that's the beautiful thing about this. This is a regular deck of cards. And unlike a normal triumph, it's very quick, it's over very, very quickly. And there's two phases, and the second phase happens in the hands of the spectators, which is great. Now, if you're a Netrix subscriber and you're part of my Netrix community, then you're going to get access to this trick immediately because it's going to be on this week's upload. Michael, by the time you watch this video, there's a very good chance it'll be up there. If you're not a Netrix member, go to thenetrix.com. You can get access immediately. You get access to all of the tricks at the bronze level. I think there's about 5 million tricks in there now, definitely more than you could possibly ever need. But I'm going to perform this for you. So, Michael, this is not a pick a card trick.
Okay.
Not a pick a card trick. It is, however, a hypnosis trick. I've been learning hypnosis, and I've got really good at hypnotizing people. Would you like to see?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been you would have shuffled these cards. Obviously, you haven't, but you would have shuffled these cards. And I'm going to take about half the cards. And to be clear, and just so there's no ambiguity, you can see half the cards face up, half the cards face down. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take the face-up cards and shuffle them into the face-down cards. Now, there's a technical term for this, mate. It's called a mess. Because when you shuffle them together like this, you've got some of the cards face up, you've got some of the cards face down, cards pointing up, cards pointing down.
Yeah.
Now, here's where the pseudo-hypnosis comes in. Look at me. Concentrate. You're now hypnotized. Two things are happening now you're hypnotized. I've hypnotized you into believing that I never shuffled those cards face up into face down. I've hypnotized you into believing that every single one of these cards is facing the right way. And that's what you're hypnotized to do. You're now hypnotized to thinking that every single one of these cards is facing the right way. Also, you're hypnotized into thinking that you're a chicken and when you get home you'll try and cook yourself in the oven, but don't worry about that. Because the problem is now, I've got all of these cards that are facing face down, but they're not really. They're actually shuffled face up into face down, but you can't see that because you're hypnotized. So at this point, I would now have you come over and you would pick up the cards yourself and you would hold them in between your hands. And I would have you look at me and I would snap my fingers. And as I snap my fingers, I would say, you're now unhypnotized. You're not going to cook yourself in the kitchen. But the other thing that's going to happen is you realize that these cards were always shuffled from the very, very beginning. They were never not shuffled. And now you're completely safe and unhypnotized. So there you go. That's called, pseudo shuffle. It's a really fun way of doing triumph. And, it's kind of an interesting take on it because you're not actually having a spectator pick a card. And you can if you want to. I've actually got ways of actually doing this so the spectator can pick the card if you want them to. But I prefer to do it this way a lot of the time because people tend to buy into this whole pseudo-hypnotism thing. And if you are actually a hypnotist, hell, do this. Although, if you were actually a hypnotist, you could probably really hypnotize people into shuffling them face up into face down, in which case this trick is kind of pointless. But if you're not a hypnotist, then this is perfect because you can pretend you are a hypnotist, even though you're not, just like me. You can go and join the Netrix and get access to this trick immediately. Go see what all the fuss is about. There's millions of tricks on there. Not millions, don't want to be lying. There's lots and lots of tricks by some of the best magicians in the world. So go check out thenetrix.com. If you're a member, check this out. It's a real winner. And I'll see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.